There's a hidden gem that is in a place right on Washington site. It's street, so it's right in perfect place. It's called the Pueblo Grande Museum. So let's head out live where we find the museum director, Nicole Armstrong, Bess, and also Simon out there. Nicole, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having us, Brad.
Okay, as I said,
welcome to Pueblo Grande Museum.
Yeah, this is pretty much, I will say, hidden in plain sight. Because when you drive down Washington, you see this open area, and you're like, wow, what is that area? But that is the museum grounds and of course, the museum buildings and everything. So how long has this museum been here?
90 years, over 90 years actually, but the site itself, we are an archaeological park, which means we are preserving the site of an ancestral village that was here for over 1,000 years.
Wow, and this is amazing walking through this and getting the history on it. And it's so fun to just bring the family down and walk through, especially with the cooler temperatures. But what are we walking through right now?
This is our orientation gallery where we're introducing what features you can see in the site. So this is the ballcourt or platform mound that we've preserved here. And we've also preserved remnants of the canal system that these wonderful people built, and that's why Phoenix is built here, because the Euro-Americans who came into the region used the canal systems that were already dug to start farming in this area.
Wow, this is so beautiful. How big is the property here to go through?
Well, we have about 90 acres, but about 45 acres is open to the public, and then the back acres is where the canal system is, and we do tours of that. We do a lot of interactive programming out here, and we have events. So coming up in December on the 10th and 11th, we have our Indian market, which is the best place to come and buy holiday gifts for your family, because they're authentic Native American artisans who are selling handmade wares. And we have lots of activities for kids, and you know, just get to learn about the people who lived in this area before we moved in.
So, wow, that's so great. Okay, let's talk with Simon, because Simon has some artifacts that you pretty much educate the public on when they come in with what we found here right in our own backyard.
Absolutely.
How about this one?
Wow.
This looks like an axe, but in fact it's a digging tool that the Hohokam people used for digging the canals. This is actually an original head, more than 1,000 years old, found on this site. This was made by our people who recreate what these artifacts would have looked like.
Wow, this is amazing. What else?
Look at this. This is an arrowhead that was made at the Indian market in the Keyhen area where they demonstrate crafts. I watched the guy make this arrowhead just last year. Wow. Remarkable.
And are those some of the arrowheads, Simon, that we find like sometimes when we're out in our backyard in different areas that we find like on properties?
We have ancient arrowheads here that type that you would find on properties. We know from the arrowheads that are found in this area that these people were not warlike people. These arrowheads were small for shooting things like bunnies.
Wow. We have a couple more things we can show off.
Let me show you my favorite artifact. This is, what does it look like?
It looks like a wheel.
It's a stone donut. And we are not clear on what the usage of them was, but they come in several sizes and shapes. This one has a smooth interior. I call this the un-Google. You can't Google the answer. We don't know what they were about,
wow,
which is pretty remarkable. To be able to work here as a volunteer and learn every day and think about it every day is pretty remarkable.
Yeah. Simon, there's some amazing things there. We want people to come visit. We know that you are part of the local first. And Nicole, we want to mention again, what are the hours of the museum?
We're open from 9 to 4:45 every day, except for Sunday when we're open from 1 to 5.
Perfect. Nicole, thank you very much for joining us. Simon, thanks for showing those.